What was that word he just used? That's the word I was trying to tell you.
Oh, we
Oh!
live, baby. We live. We got the former WBC IBF world champ, the one and only Mr. Showtime Shawn Porter in the building. Champ, we just saw you give a beautiful speech up there.
Did you like what I had to say?
Man, I loved it. I loved it, champ. I loved it. It's sad you felt left out at that convention.
Man, hey, I know that was a true story, man. I just kind of, you know, I, especially at that point in time, but I still believe this now. At that point in time, I was in a place where I was like, I haven't won that title, and I'm not worthy of being up there with everyone. So
Right.
I can't go up there, you know. And so, you know, that was, I think, 2015, and I made a goal of mine to become a WBC world champion. I ain't coming back to another convention unless I can come up there, you know.
Absolutely.
I had never heard that story, and being able to hear it from back here, I thought it was amazing, and it shows, you know, your competitive nature. Because you said it was hard to hear, but it said that you said you looked and seen a sea of WBC champions, and you felt like you wanted to be there amongst them.
Yeah, you know, that's my point. And they said, go up there and talk about what it means to be a WBC world champion. And I'm like, well, shoot, my personal experience is I really came into the pro game with no goals, acquired some goals along the way, and then my last and biggest goal were, pretty much I would say my biggest goal was to become a WBC world champion. And it came from being here at a convention and seeing what it was all like,
So walk me through that. You seen Hagler. Now you decided I want to go for the WBC belt. What was your first step?
Listen, that's the long story short up there.
Oh, okay.
Back here, Keith had now beat Danny. But before Keith had beat Danny was the WBC world champion.
Yeah.
So I'm watching him fight on TV. I'm like, they're never going to let me get at Danny. I'm never going to get in the ring with Danny. I'm not getting the belt. Like, literally talking to myself.
Oh, wow.
Saying I'm not going to get this belt because.
Why were you saying that?
Well, because the way we had seen, and we being myself and my dad, the way we had seen Danny being moved through his career just didn't seem as if a fight with me was a possibility.
Okay.
And so I literally was watching him fight. I don't remember who it was, but I'm at home and I'm just like shaking my head. I'm getting sad because I'm like, how do I get that title if he's got it? So then once Keith beats Danny and then Keith becomes unified, then Keith has his physical, his injuries and things like that. Remember y'all see me in Vegas and I'm all in Keith's face. That's where that energy is. That energy is, I want that belt. Give me that belt. Yeah. Once I seen that, I was like, I got to call out Danny. And I called him out. And then I have this like intuition. The intuition told me that eventually Keith was going to have to vacate. I don't know how, in my mind, he was going to end up vacating the WBC and keeping the WBA. That's what happened. And I was like, this makes sense. Like, make myself and Danny make that fight happen. And, you know, that's the long story short, man. I knew that.
So it didn't come from a convention. Like, you didn't talk to any WBC officials or to Suleiman himself to actually make that Danny fight. It just happened to be.
It happened. It
just happened on its own.
Yeah, it happened. I do believe that Mr. Haymon had an understanding of what my goal was. But that was how the universe started to move. It started to move where.
Only reason I asked is because I remember vividly your dad or you kind of using the medallion saying, we paid like a quarter million to get to this position.
Well, yeah, I mean, at that point, after the vacation, after Keith had vacated, then we had fought for 2 different title eliminators with the WBC, and so it was kind of weird because it was a situation where it was like the WBC's vacated, but they aren't calling us saying you're fighting for the vacated WBC. And I think my dad just felt like something funny was going to happen. And so my dad was like, yo, we fought twice. Like, we paid twice to be in that ring when that belt is in the ring. So we need that, you know. So my dad has always been.
And when your dad said that, did he – because I remember seeing him here not Acapulco, but in Cancun for 2019 for that convention. So did he represent you and got kind of pushed that situation?
You know,
or was that
I really don't know. And, you know, when you got the advisor making the phone calls, you tell the advisor what you want, and then it gets you know, put in motion.
And the only reason I'm asking is this is our second convention, and this is educational, right?
Sure.
So you learn how mandatories are put into place. Like, I'm being told that a person can come to the Wednesday mandatory meeting and,
State your case.
You state your case as to why you can be in there for a vacant title shot. Like, for
I
instance,
saw Jose Cito Lopez do that.
exactly who I told them.
And he
went from
represented
11
himself too.
He came here representing
He
himself.
he didn't come with the manager. He came with himself.
And so it's kind of funny because on one hand, I'm looking at him like, I don't think you deserve to be ranked in the top 10.
He went from 11 to number 4.
I'm just kind of looking at him like that. But then the other side of me was like, shit, you came
was a
up
former
here.
champ.
You came up here and spoke and said what you need. Like you better get that. You know what I mean? So I was
closed mouths don't get fed.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and that's kind of how it happened for me and my that's my story, man. I turned pro with really no goals outside of making money. And then once people started saying you're gonna become a champion, it was like, okay, prove them right. And then people were saying you can't be a champion. It was like, prove them wrong. You know what I mean? So
they were just showing Alexander Usyk on the screen, who you defeated many years ago.
Long time ago.
Many moons ago.
Long time ago. So many
crazy.
moons
That's
ago.
so crazy.
07. That fight happened in 07.
I
I don't know if he was on the 08 team, but I know he won the 2012 gold medal.
Did you know then that he would get that big?
No, hell no. I mean, he was tall. He was really thin. He was slim. Yeah. It looked like he had a spurt. You know, a lot of some guy. I never got it, unfortunately, but some guys just kind of grow out of nowhere. Some guys just kind of grow out of nowhere, and I think that's what happened for him.
Damn, I was in
you got all your
grade.
size and heart, man.
Yeah.
Heart and determination, man.
Now we say it all the time, like because of your size and the way you fought, champ. Like, we ain't gonna see another Shawn Porter
at all.
It's crazy to hear people say that, man.
Like, you
not unless you're gonna train your sons and they're gonna come out like it's just your style.
Yeah, thank you.
People don't have that. Like, the
man of the people. Hold on, man of the people. He on the fucking show and he signing autographs. Shout out to the champ, man of the people.
You know, you are the first WBC former champ that we sat down with, so I did want to ask you and everyone else, like, why are you here? That's it. You won your belts. You paid your sanctioning fees.
You're retired now.
Yeah.
What brings you back?
Well, I have a job to do, and in order for me to get people to understand who I am and what I'm trying to do, I need people to see me outside of the ring. I need people to see me off of TV and see me off of the podcast, see me speaking about something other than fighting and styles and who's got this and that, so on and so forth. I can talk the game, but I need people to see me talking in a different way. You know what I mean? So the things that I got in store, I think that, you know, going up there today, speaking in front of, I don't know how many people are here,
400 or more, right? This is huge.
And being able to make everyone laugh, being able to touch everybody's brain and make them think and things like that. I mean, it's kind of subliminal is what I'm doing. You know, when I say I want to educate you a little bit, I'm here to, I'm working.
Okay. So are there goals outside of the podcast? Like, is there something that you're working towards?
Yeah, I mean, you've seen the ABC Amateur Boxing Champions. We're rebranding that right now to abchamps.com. We thought the Amateur Boxing Champions was too long. We got interviews with all those guys, and they'll be getting all that up on the platform. I'm solidified now in terms of being a Apple creator, so the app is coming extremely soon. Super happy about that. So again, to get
what,
people,
like a Shawn Porter app or the AB?
No, it's the AB
boxing.
Yeah,
AB boxing.
But for people to see me and so here I'll do it a different way. I said on the podcast the other week, the Porterway podcast, that Terrence needs somebody else to represent him and speak to Mr. Haymon, because Mr. Haymon is not going to respect him as a businessman. We only know you to throw the fists. What are you coming to me with? What substantial are you coming to me with? And it's just, it is what it is. Nobody's going to respect Terrence Crawford as a businessman until they start to see some business moves happen and they start to say, okay, he knows what he's talking about. He's legit. But this first shot, trying to get it with Errol and doing it on your own, ain't going to get it done. So he's gonna have to show people that he can do the business, and furthermore, be professional about it. You know what I mean? It can't be a cold call at 10 a.m. You know, it can't be it has to be very, very professional in order for Mr. Haymon and for other people outside of the ring to take you serious. So everything that I'm trying to do, I need people to understand that I know what I'm talking about and that I can wheel and deal and I can be very professional, very business oriented. I think people have a sense of that, but I need people to see it.
Shawn, so are you suggesting that?
I'm not making any suggestions.
So is
Don't
it
start.
So would you be willing to represent Bud to make that fight happen?
No. That's not my territory.
Okay.
I have expanded my territory, and I said this on day one when we started the podcast. This is not PBC. This is not Top Rank. This ain't promotion. Anything that's great that's happening in boxing, we gonna talk about it.
Right.
I expanded my territory immediately because everybody would get on the podcast assuming that this is a PBC joint. This ain't no PBC joint. This is a boxing joint. You know what I mean? So, but within the sport of boxing, I don't believe that I am equipped to to represent Bud, even though I know what I'm talking about, and even though I've been in the same room with Al and I've seen business deals being I've seen everything being orchestrated, but I don't think that I'm that guy. I'm not the guy.
Do you think, would you recommend your father as the person to, I guess, be the mitigator for Bud? I mean, he's done a marvelous job with you. I can quote him saying that he has a great relationship with Al and that he talks to him all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe your father's the guy.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, it has to be someone else. I don't want to speak for my dad and then put him in the position where everybody's chirping at my dad like, hey, yo, you should represent Bud. Sean said you should represent Bud, you know. But I do think that obviously with him having the friendship and relationship and business relationship that he has with Al, it can be done. I think the fight gets done, but it gets done at 154.
So you don't.
It's not even.
I think I talked to you about that, didn't I?
Yeah, but it's not even the same significance anymore.
How?
Undisputed. And no belts.
So what?
What? Man, that's only money. What about the legacy?
At the end of the day,
what if Terrence Crawford don't want to be left out and he want to get on that stage
Like
with the
you
other
said.
WBC champs?
He's already become undisputed in
Oh
two different weight
at
classes.
40. Damn, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, yeah, you're right.
140 and 135.
Yeah.
Which is that's the kicker that
Nah, he
everybody
wasn't
talks about.
undisputed.
He wasn't undisputed
Nah,
at 135.
he had one belt at
just-
35.
just-
I thought he was
40.
undisputed. But everybody talks about that at him moving up to 154. Everybody's like, this kid's coming from 135.
Yeah, but
it can't be done.
but
If he
he's
can't do it
talked
at
about
47, how he's gonna do it at 54? If Al ain't giving you Earl, he ain't giving you Jamel.
Mel got the belts at 54.
I already knew that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I already knew that.
I don't know.
So
What do you think?
It's gonna work out
What do you
at 54.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep saying it.
What you think of his upcoming fight? You know, because now I feel like, especially if the event take place, because everybody, of course, right now is like 10 million. Yeah, right. But if the event take place, it's like, do you think that kind of puts him in a better position to now come back to the table and be like, all right, look, Al, you see the money behind me is for real.
He has to be extraordinary against David Evanesian. He has to be superhero.
Why?
Superhuman.
But why though?
Why?
Al,
Because you're not giving everybody what they want to see, but you're charging them to
watch it.
for them to watch what you want them to watch.
Oh, I thought you were saying that he has to be extraordinary in order to make Arrow after that.
No, I mean in the fight.
If he's extraordinary, then he comes back to everybody and he's coming to the world. I mean, we see him put out a video. I'm like, that's a double-edged sword putting out that video, you know, because wow, you want everybody to know that this ain't on me, this ain't on me. You still shooting yourself in the foot by taking some shots.
You outing people.
Yeah.
And
So
I don't know that you could revisit those conversations.
Exactly. So you do all that, but then when you have this fight with David, if this goes 3 rounds and people see something that they haven't seen before, they see, you know, this guy get up a couple times and they see him really wanting this and you take him out, whatever it takes for him to look unbelievable, or for him to say, I'm the greatest fighter at welterweight, this proves it. Why won't you give me this shot? You got to put the heat on them, and you got to do it a different way. You've already tried it with your mouth. If you already tried a couple phone calls to get things done, so on and so forth, that ain't working. Now make an example.
I'm gonna be real though. Like, a lot of information came out on that situation.
Yeah.
And after Terrence, went to social media and Instagram and did his live, but then Earl responded the next day.
Yeah, well, on Twitter though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he kind of responded to everything and made it clear that PBC gave Crawford everything he wanted. And he just never responded and then popped up with this fight.
It's well, two things. Number one, it's he say, she say. But then number two, was it as much money as he's getting on this fight? You know what I mean? Everything that he's getting from BLK Prime, I'm not exactly sure what that looks like, but it seems to me that something made sense in order for him to make the move that he did. I just know him, and I know him. He's not. I was like, I said this on the podcast, like, I don't understand what ducking. I don't understand it. I just don't understand why when you get to a certain point, why you would duck. You won all them fights. You knew eventually this time was gonna come. You did everything you did just to duck. So I don't believe that either fighter is ducking. Something wasn't making sense, and something
It's
made
always
more sense.
it's
over
always
there.
the negotiations.
Yeah.
And it's like you said, Shawn. You said it's he said, she said.
Yeah.
I say it's three sides to every story. Your
Yeah,
side,
yeah.
my side, and
And
the
the
truth.
truth.
You
Yeah.
know, so
Yeah.
hopefully
It's
stuff like
unfortunate,
that happens,
man.
though.
Unfortunate to have a guy like yourself who I hope to be a first ballot Hall of Famer saying that we getting that fight at 54.
You said it's sad.
That is sad.
yeah.
How?
Champ,
It
it,
ain't-
loses
listen, he started-
90% of what that fight had.
And he started his career at 35.
35. Yeah.
So, like, are you your best at 54?
Yeah. I believe so. I believe both guys are better at 54 than they are at 47.
Yo,
Yeah.
does that ever get boring?
I got theories.
Does that ever get?
No, I love it.
You love it?
I love it. It really is the best.
Let me
man.
ask you this, though. You know it's times where you like, come on, man, right now?
Nah, look at his smile.
He thinking it.
No, I mean, there's been just maybe a handful of moments where it was like, not right now, you know.
Mhm.
But nah.
But
I
in a
mean,
situation like this weekend or this week, you know what to expect and that you're going to be taking pictures and kissing babies.
again, I go all the way back to it. I won every fight that I won to put myself in positions to be successful. I knew what the success was gonna bring.
Exactly.
So I know a lot of guys, they get mad. A lot of guys, so I can understand the LeBron James. You just can't move without people wanting pictures. So eventually that does get tiring. But for me, in a moment like this, and it doesn't happen that often, and the list goes on, I'm an empath. So whatever energy you coming at me with, I instantly get that energy, and
I'm
so
so
it
happy
makes
you
it that much
here.
easier.
Yesterday, Nonito and Rachel came up to me and he's like, we're going to do karaoke. And I said, no, I'm no good. He was like, no, I seen your video with
Oh,
Shawn.
shit. Yeah.
And I'm like,
My fault.
all good. I'm like, yeah, but I was nervous, so I sang from the couch. He's like, nah, we gonna take some shots. I'm like, you know what? You're right. Maybe with some shots. But now that you're here, I gotta see you and Nonito, man, because
I heard
you're no
Nonito-
joke. Like,
I just love it, man.
Yeah.
I just, as you can see, I just love entertaining people, man. I just love having fun.
but I feel like you get that from your friends because you had two friends, and not Carson, and he had the courage. He sang, but you had like two professionals, and they were like sleepers, man.
So
they got me nervous. I'm like, wait a minute, I
Yeah.
can't sing as
Hold
good
on,
as
he
that.
had professionals?
Brother, he had a Spanish
He
in
brought
there.
out the church
he
choir?
had a Spanish in there, a Spanish dude in there
Oh.
that had soul.
And
he
the-
was singing everything.
And the young lady, shout
Yes,
out
her
to
too.
shoot, I'm losing her name.
I went
Drea.
back
Shout out to Drea. Drea was Miss Nevada.
Oh, wow.
And I asked her, I knew it. I was like, did you sing when you
When
did?
you won?
So she won singing.
And she can really sing.
And she can blow. She sings
Bro,
at
they
church
was
and
doing
all that.
duets and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then Renee is a professional singer. He's just kind of like in and out of a lot of different things. So
Oh, I didn't know.
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, he's a professional singer, and that's kind of so. First time I went karaoke was with my dad. I was 18, and he took me to do karaoke, and I've been on it ever since.
Oh, wow.
So when I moved to Vegas, Renee is actually the very first person I met in Vegas. He was working at the apartment that we were living at, and he knew somebody had a karaoke bar. This guy didn't show up that night, or didn't show up on time, but he's the other professional singer
Okay.
so I got like couple of friends who are professional singers.
Dennis was actually good.
Dennis just comes in, man.
He
Has
had
that energy.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
He
always
gave-
the energy with him.
He started
It's always the
dancing.
energy
I'm
with
like,
him.
oh, look who's here.
It don't matter
Sarafina,
what's
what
going
up?
on. He got that energy.
Yeah, he
so
definitely got the
Yeah,
energy.
man.
he came
is
in and
funny.
he made it liver than what it already was.
For real,
Yeah.
because he started dancing and
Yeah.
he definitely
He always bring that.
yeah.
How long are y'all here?
Till Friday. But
Okay.
we leave Friday morning.
Okay.
Yeah,
Y'all,
so-
and y'all
Thursday-
streaming every day, huh?
Hopefully,
Yeah.
man. It was difficult today, but they got it done.
It
we were
was difficult for them to get you set up or for you to convince them to set you up?
No, to get us set up.
Okay,
Not
sure.
convince them. They gave us the clearance before we got here. It
Okay.
was just
And even
where they
still-
wanted us
Yeah.
because of it's so many people.
And
Yeah.
even still, like, you know, the Ethernet dropped like twice.
Yeah, I think maybe it's a power issue.
Oh, okay.
Because it'll go out and
For
then
like
it'll
a-
come back on.
Ew.
Yeah.
It'll go out for like
We-
30 seconds a minute.
We recording later. That's why I asked.
Okay.
Yeah, we recording.
But you're pre-record.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so Ant is here too, or you
No. I'm gonna just pull out
Solo?
my laptop. Yeah, and my microphone. But he will be. We'll do a remote today.
What time are you planning?
I don't know yet. We planning on when he gets off of work, but
Oh,
I didn't
'cause
get a
you're gonna-
schedule yet of everything that's going on. So I don't
The
know.
schedule's horrible. Show them what you got. It
Yeah,
doesn't
I'm gonna
even
be
have
honest.
times
Yeah,
on
this ain't even on the schedule. Let me tell
Yeah.
you.
Huh?
it. No.
This
How?
This ain't on the schedule that was sent to
Wackerman is
us.
Was
supposed to-
yesterday's cocktail thing on the
No,
schedule?
that wasn't on the
wasn't
schedule
on the
either.
schedule either.
Look.
It's not a shit show. It's just
No.
not on. Some things are not on schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they said that they're doing a lot of like workshops.
So you didn't get
Well, he got the wristband.
we got the wristband.
He got the wristband. You know, he wasn't
No,
putting
because-
this. He wasn't putting this over the chain.
Nah.
He got
Uh,
the wristband.
This your first?
This is my
this
first.
is first, yeah.
Not just WBC, but just convention period. It's my first one.
You did.
Definitely.
You did Cancun.
Shawn, I think she wants a picture with
Yes, he did
Yes.
Cancun. He's done Cancun. This is my first one. Shout out to the champ taking all
Thank
the
you, darling.
pictures.
you. All right.
I just stand up for her.
For sure, I felt that.
Yeah.
I felt that. But
So this is now your third.
he got a few under his belt, but definitely shout out to
Yep.
Shawn Porter for joining
I
us,
think
man.
this is
Yeah.
my
fourth one.
fourth. Yeah, this is my
So
fourth. Yeah.
what was, I guess, the most telling thing for you from these conventions the first time out?
Literally the first time out, I learned what the WBC was. I'm not even gonna get into that, but yeah, I'm not even gonna get into that story. But I just basically learned, you know, you've seen the green belt, but this is what the green belt is, and then of course seeing everybody that won it, I was like, I gotta have that. The one that I went to in Kiev, and I'm gonna do that again on this one, but in Kiev, I went to like every meeting, sat in on every meeting, and just listened to what the WBC is talking about, what they're doing, all those different types of things. Thinking that I might get involved from a different aspect. Definitely not gonna go that route anymore in terms of, I don't know what was
Going
on my
to
mind
everything?
back then. No, I'm gonna
Oh.
do that this time. But I mean, in terms of what I'm really not sure what was on my mind at that point in time. But they were talking about being a WBC ambassador and things of that nature. So that's what they were talking about when I went in Kiev. And I just really wanted to be in tune and see what was going on and all that. I'm gonna do it again this time. But again,
Yeah, I think
kinda-
you would be the perfect candidate to be an ambassador.
Yeah.
Not only for the WBC but for the sport, man.
For the
I mean,
sport.
you
That's
said it.
that's exactly what I am.
Yeah.
I'm an ambassador for the sport. Anybody that's wondering why I'm here, well, they push a lot of buttons and they make a lot of things go. And I've never been invited to any other convention. A lot of times those conventions come up and I don't
Even
know about
know
them
about
until they're done, you know. So
I will, I feel like Mauricio might get upset at this, but I will tell you the WBA is this month in Orlando.
No, next month.
Next month in Orlando.
okay.
So we're going to try and go to that, but
You got to.
it's like you said, they don't invite. Like, I never received an email for the IBF or the WBA
Yeah.
conventions.
Yeah, and
You know?
you need the personalities there to show everybody that on a fight night when the referee's doing something you just don't
Exactly.
understand. Now y'all have an opportunity to say, hey, this is what they talked
I
about.
sat in on the meeting,
No,
and I understand why this happened.
Absolutely.
And that's actually our goal today. We met a judge.
Thank you.
What was the judge's name? He wants us.
Hold on.
He wants us to make sure we sit in on the meeting.
Tim Cheatham.
Okay.
And then Celestino, the referee,
Uh-huh.
he wants us to make sure we come to the referee meetings
He's a
because
sharp ref.
people listen to the show and they don't want you to give bad information.
Right.
So that's why they've invited us.
I'm
and
on
they
the
want
line
us to educate.
talking with a referee just the other day about the scenario was a fighter getting punched and falling back into the ropes. Is that or is that not a knockdown? And he's basically defining to me what a true knockdown is. But I think that people should already know or should have a way to be informed when it happens in the ring on fight night, So definitely y'all being here, being able to say what this convention is doing, what people are talking about, all this and that, it don't do nothing but validate y'all. Y'all ain't nothing but fans of the sport. Y'all never fought before,
Right.
but everybody knows that y'all have not only a smooth as style with y'all delivery and things of that nature, but now people are saying y'all are doing what it takes to get educated. It was not easy getting here.
No. No.
I tried to avoid the 3-plane trip to get here. Ended up missing my flight anyway.
Oh.
Then ended up having a delay. And
It sounds like you might have did what we did. Where'd you fly out of?
I ended up on I flew out of L.A.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely not.
We flew out of California, not LA.
No, we didn't fly to California.
San Diego, right? Well, we drove actually.
We drove from Vegas to San Diego.
The flight was like $2,000, and it
from
had like 2
Vegas.
stops from Vegas.
So we drove to San
that one,
Diego,
yeah.
and then
we did
bought
this new thing. He
yeah.
found
So
CBX.
I just bought the tickets on the airline
It
to
was
fly to TJ.
Amazing experience.
So it's like you get dropped off curbside at the place. You put your luggage on the bag.
They
and
give you a cart. First of all, this is unheard of. You get that little cart to carry your bags
all the way through.
past TSA, bro. I've never seen anything like that.
Yes.
I never seen anything like that. I was able to use the airport cart to take my
But
luggage
mind you,
through
we
TSA.
technically walking across the border at the same time. So
Yup.
you walking technically across the border, but you're in the air-conditioned building.
It's
Oh,
amazing.
yeah,
So
It's
you literally
amazing.
just walk down the hallway. Next thing you know, you're in the airport.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh shit. Well, guess I'm in Mexico already.
Right.
And so we did that. They let us check our luggage in like 8 hours early.
Yup.
So we checked our luggage
Can't do that in America.
Can't do that in America. We checked our luggage in, and then we just went, sightseeing.
Yeah.
And then, caught our flight that
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
And it was
So-
perfect. Straight flight.
I missed my flight, so I tried to book my flight. When I booked my flight, or when I was booking the flight, I tried to book a 1 a.m. flight that was gonna get me to
Mexico City, probably.
Mexico City, and then Mexico City to
Yeah.
Acapulco. No problem. Cost a little bit more money. I got to fly to LA to do it, but I was gonna do it because that made more sense than doing like 3 or 4 different planes. When I went to book it, the flight was unavailable. So I ended up booking a different flight that had somewhat similar 9-hour thing, but it was an hour earlier. And in my mind, subconsciously, I'd already told myself that my flight was 1 o'clock.
Oh,
I show up at the airport at 11. They said, your flight's closed, sir.
Damn.
I was like, damn. So I ended up having to rebook. And when
Not even standby.
it was no standby. I had to
Oh, my
rebook.
God.
And when I rebooked a 7 a.m. flight that was going to do that same little one flight or one plane to another plane to get me there. And that flight ended up being an hour delayed. Cool, because I'm like, all right, hour delay, but I'm still going to make it. Until we're on the plane, and I fall asleep like I always do, for us to land. And I looked at the lady. I said, is this time right? She said, yeah, it's right. I said, we're late. She says, yeah, we were on the plane for an hour and a half waiting because somebody else got sick when we were on the plane.
What?
So
And
my
you
plane-
was asleep. You ain't even know.
Sleep.
Damn.
That happens to me every time I fly international.
Wow.
I fall asleep on the plane,
Yeah, no.
and we still on the ground
We
the whole time.
Jan, you go to sleep.
Hey, listen. Got on the plane with my dad. We're going to the Philippines. The first time we're going to the Philippines, sleep. My dad
Pacquiao camp?
My dad wakes me up like this. Let's go. And he mad. I'm like, we there? He said, no, we never left. I was like,
What? Y'all had to offload the plane?
we was delayed. Had to get off the plane. My dad was salty.
Talking about we there.
Yo, ain't that like a 16-hour
Hey,
flight?
listen, and that took him from 9 to 10 because he was already mad.
Yeah.
We already there.
No,
Shawn
we had.
thought he slept for 12 hours straight.
No, let me clear this up real quick. So we was going from LA to Hawaii. So that's
Okay.
that was the middle, and then boom, from there we was
Oh,
going to
okay.
Philippines. Yeah.
That's still like a 4-hour flight, champ.
I know it ain't
Yeah.
the plan. You know, leave
Hey,
it.
he's a heavy sleeper,
Listen,
man.
my dad was so mad. He didn't want to wait in line for them to give us our room and all that kind of stuff. He said, "We leaving. We'll book. We'll rebook and we'll come back in the morning."
Wow.
Oh, man.
Man, this international travel is crazy.
Yeah, no, we had a thankfully we did that.
Yeah,
and we had a
Danny found the solution because honestly, I thought it was out the picture once the flights were so crazy.
Yeah,
but
He was like, we're gonna let it go.
because we even
For real.
checked
I ain't
LA.
coming back to Acapulco.
We even checked LA
I
and
don't
Phoenix.
know that I'm coming back if it ain't a convention. This Cancun's way better. The
Well, I
beach
mean,
doesn't
just-
even look good.
I'm not coming, even if there is a convention.
Okay.
Yeah, this is too much to get here, man.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
too much to get here.
And then we're not even like the time zone. We're on Central Time
Yeah,
somehow.
it's weird. It's
Yeah.
weird. Like we're still on the West Coast, but we're on Central Time.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Seen that too.
So I don't know.
Yeah, no. Thankfully, we did that, so we
But
fine.
I will be honest. I prefer them to do it in locations like this versus wherever they did it last year.
Like Mexico City.
Yeah, like
They
no
were in
beach.
Mexico City last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no beach, no nothing. I'm not.
Oh, you a sightseer?
I mean, I'm going to spend all this money. It better be a vacation.
You know what
I
I'm gonna
want
do?
Double it.
I'm gonna go from here back to my room. I don't play around.
For real?
I have one plan while I'm out here. I want to go see Black Panther.
But that ain't till the 11th.
Right.
But why
I
not
ain't
see it
doing
in
nothing,
Vegas?
man. I ain't doing nothing.
When you
Wow.
leave, champ?
I leave Friday morning.
Oh, well, same as
Yeah,
us.
yeah. Leave Friday morning.
It come
Yeah,
out
I'm-
Friday, I think, don't it?
Yeah.
It come
The
out
11th.
Thursday. Come on now, y'all ain't on it.
At midnight, but they ain't
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
that shit in Mexico. You tripping, champ?
I already reached out. I said find a theater that's gonna show it in English. I'm not about to be in no movie
Hold
theater.
on, hold on. So did they find it?
I was told they found it.
I'll go with you. I want to see. Actually, I gotta check. I was just. It's
Yeah, you
funny
got you got
brought it
things
up.
to do.
No, it's funny you brought it up. We just spoke about it, but I gotta double check because I think I already bought tickets back home.
I was about to buy it. I was like, hold on, I'm gonna be in Mexico. Let me call somebody real quick and make
Yeah.
sure. So do y'all stand up when everything's going
Yeah.
on?
We definitely stand up for the national anthem, but I don't know that what they're standing up for.
I don't
now.
know either.
And she's the governor, so I don't think.
The governor
Of the state here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. First female governor
Okay.
that they've had.
I think first female, right? Or did you just say that?
Yeah, first
Oh.
female governor that they've had.
Yeah,
yes.
because I remember they called her like first lady in Spanish, right?
Sure did. Champ, did you know that they used to do, right before the pandemic, the WBC was doing women-only conventions?
Yeah, yep.
That's crazy.
They've
though. How
only
you feel
done
about
like
that?
2.
2 or 3, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you feel about that?
I think it's smooth.
You don't
for,
think it's
for me, I feel like I might not go because this is the bigger one. Shawn Porter's here, Canelo's here, and females are here.
I mean, if expenses are paid, I would go.
That's different.
I would go to expose what the women got going
No,
on,
absolutely.
what they're doing, you know?
I think that having it together just gives good cross promotion too. Because
Yeah.
yesterday,
Oh, for sure.
You're gonna get more media to come out.
For sure.
not just that, but look, how many people did Shadeja? How many men champions did Shadeja not take a picture with because
Exactly.
they was in attendance? So
Which helps, man. That helps, you know.
Thank you. I didn't even know y'all was back here. I had a phone call.
really,
Yeah, and then
I was gonna ask
it
you.
wouldn't go through. So
I was gonna ask you what made you come back here, and hop
Yeah.
on the show with us, but it was an accident. I
yeah, it
see.
was an accident. I didn't know y'all was back here.
He like, I didn't even know
Yeah,
y'all came to Mexico.
Yeah, I didn't know y'all were here.
Didn't think they'd let y'all in. He said.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say
We
that.
were gonna be right there in the middle, but you know they warned us, and I was trying to be hard-headed. I actually wanted to stay in the middle. Now I
Of course
see.
you did.
Yeah, now I see it was better back here. We
It
would have
is.
seen nothing.
I learned that during the podcast too. You want to be in the middle of everything, but it's actually better to be off to the side.
Off to the side,
Yeah.
for sure. Definitely better to be off to. Champ, so you mean to tell me while you're here, you ain't hitting the pool, you ain't doing none of that?
You're not into jet skis?
Oh yeah, you know I'm doing. Yeah,
They got also this Mexico. I'm sure you could do like ATV like we did over there, but like this
No, I mean, if y'all wanted to jump on some jet skis, 100, I'd jump
I
on
can
some
do
jet skis.
jet skis.
definitely.
Jet skis or like we did the.
Now y'all got me thinking. So I
because
might find a jungle to
there's
do
a lot of
to do some
excursions. Zip
skylining. Yeah, some zip lining.
Champ.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. I did zip lining. I did zip lining in Jamaica, but those platforms was made out of wood.
Yeah.
And they're very high.
Yeah, but did
so
you
they
fall?
sway.
But did you fall?
No.
So
But
you
it's
good.
like, why do third world countries? Why they using wood? Like
Champ,
make that
'cause
shit
that's
out
what
of
they got.
concrete.
Thank
Bro,
you.
they got concrete.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, he said he has a promotional company here in Sinaloa, Mexico.
Okay.
¿Cómo se llama la promoción? Versus promotion. Shout out to him.
Versus promotion.
Shout out to him. I got you, champ. All right.
So you ain't trying to hit the zip lining, huh?
Jamaica scared me, man. It was swaying and windy and all. I don't know.
Yeah, but Cancun should have scared you as well when you almost drowned in the ocean, champ. But
Oh, you see me out there?
no,
Thank
no.
you.
Oh, you almost drowned too?
No, I didn't almost drown, but I was out there in
No,
the
Nash
ocean.
had to come get saved and shit.
I was like on some real stuff?
No one saved me. But I wanted them to,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he didn't.
You was
I
on a jet ski?
No. I was swimming in Cancun at the
Oh, okay.
last one.
Okay.
And the current took me.
Yeah, see.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
No, they want. Oh. Yo, shout out to Shawn. I was about to
Thank
take
you.
it for you.
I ain't got time for that, man. Anyway.
Yo, Shawn, that was funny. Ah, man.
Shout out to the champ.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I did
that's
the
all-
jet skis on the out there in Cancun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Nash.
Yeah, no,
And you
I
was out
went
there just swimming.
And the current
just
took me.
took you.
But let me tell you, Shawn, I like to tell this story by telling people I am a dolphin. Like, I could legit swim.
He ain't lying.
Like, my two cousins are lifeguards. I took the test. I used to swim in Olympic-sized pools. That current was,
On a level.
I was afraid.
Yeah.
And I'm, like, begging for this lifeguard to save me. He's like, nah, just listen to me from the shore. He's like, just go that way.
He's
And
telling
I'm-
you to fight against the current.
No, he's telling
No,
me to go with it.
I'll go with it. Yeah,
But-
go with it
but
and come up.
You're already nervous, and this shit pulling you away. I'm like, man, I'm going to die.
He'd never be a WBC world champion.
He said you can't get the green and gold, champ. He said you can't get the green and gold. Damn.
Can't be nervous,
Nah,
man.
Yo.
Gotta
nah,
be cool
champ,
through it all.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a good swimmer. I've actually had a similar experience in Mexico, not in the ocean, though, in the river.
Okay.
But I listened, and I went with the current. And then I just seen a fucking branch, and I just held on to it. I just
Shout
held
out
on
to
to
Rachel
it.
down
You
there.
seen a branch?
I swear to God, it was a branch, champ. I'm in a river, not the ocean. It's a branch. So I fucking held on to it until somebody came to save me. I was
That's
scared,
crazy.
scared out my mind.
Hey, that sound like some movie type stuff.
No, champ, I promise you, it was a. Yo,
He's going by. He said,
I was so scared. And I can attest. Nesta, he swims.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Like, I'm like, bro, who jumps in a pool to fucking swim laps? Like, yo, kick it, chill, get some sun. Nah, he just.
He be like, nah, let me get these
Yo,
in real
Let
quick.
these
Let
laps
me
in.
get these in
if
real
I ain't
quick.
gonna go to the gym, I've always heard, I don't know how true it is.
Very
but,
true.
But they say that
Yep.
swimming is
It's
a
a
full
full
body
body-
workout.
100%. Yep.
So,
yep.
you know.
We would go from sparring. Our spar days would be our swim days. And I mean, it would dog you. You know, people keep asking me if I'm coming back. Like, I know I got to swim, box, spar, and then swim. I said once I was done, I was looking forward to not ever doing that again. I don't want to do that anymore.
Do you think, I don't know, like celebrity boxing is in the cards for you? Exhibition?
No. I just don't think it's a point in celebrity boxing or anything like that.
What
you
about
know?
exhibitions, though?
Like what you and I did back in the day? Like, I could see myself doing something like that if it's for
'Cause
charity or, you know
Maybe,
what I'm saying? but nothing too serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because bare knuckle serious.
Yeah.
And that's what
Oh,
Paulie did.
That's
on,
real
man.
serious.
I ain't doing no bare knuckle.
Said, what's wrong with you?
Paulie did
yeah.
that. I was like, Paulie, what? He was like, bro, this guy can't fight. I'm like, but it's bare knuckle,
Did
champ.
he get lean? He got lean once, right?
I don't think he got dropped in that
Okay.
bare knuckle fight. I thought
Oh, he only
won
had
it.
one. I thought
I
he had
think-
two.
Oh, did he have two?
I thought he had two. I could be wrong.
I
though.
only know of one. I think
Yeah.
that the biggest controversy was after the fight. He got smacked. Remember?
Oh.
The content creator wasn't that the same fight where the dude smacked him with powder and
Oh
everything.
yeah, he was calling a fight ringside. He was commentating.
Yeah.
He was commentating a celebrity boxing event.
Paulie was, right?
Paulie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
somebody
yeah.
walked up and like smacked his ass. with
Just
some
out of
baby
nowhere.
it was-
Yeah.
But that's the dude he fought, no, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
I-
I'm looking it up now. I am
Yeah.
looking it up. You know, so if anybody wants to fight with Shawn Porter and Bear, nah, fuck it.
I've
No
only
way.
seen a couple of guys here so far. Riddick Bowe.
Yes.
I love Riddick Bowe.
Tarver.
So
Antonio
Tarver.
Tarver's
Yeah.
here.
I'm sitting next to Tarver.
Who else was here? Obviously, Shadeja Green is here. Marlon Esparza's here.
Yeah.
Junior Makabu is here.
Yeah, I saw a lot of the female world champs.
Who?
Sebastian Fondora is here.
Okay.
Makes sense.
And his sister, Ann Samson Lewickovich.
Yeah, I saw Samson here.
Who else did we see?
I'm thinking.
Are y'all doing any, like, is this what y'all, this is going to be y'all, where y'all at? Or?
Everything is on the fly. I'm going to
Yeah.
be real with you because
Yeah.
they're going to be changing locations, too.
Right, that's why I was asking.
So we're going to just, hopefully be able to set up wherever they're at.
Just two a day? Or you doing 2 a day, 1 a day?
Whatever they doing.
Just
Whatever
moving with
they
them.
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here to work. I definitely don't want to miss the mandatory meeting
Yeah.
and the ratings meeting.
Yeah.
And even if we could get in the girl ratings meeting, I want to be
Yeah,
there
yeah,
Tuesday
yeah.
too. Yeah, the referee. I mean, it's a lot, man, because I do want to understand some of these calls. So I want to go to the referee meeting and the
Yeah.
judges meeting.
Yeah.
Some of these scorecards, like, I want to ask that question, like, can you score 10-10? Why is
Right.
that fucking allowed?
Right.
Like, I don't get that.
Is it allowed or is it not allowed?
I don't. That's what I'm here to find out. I think it's allowed.
I'll
see
be
people-
scoring some 10-10s too, man.
Really?
Sometimes them
But
rounds be like,
but what is your I guess thought process behind it, giving both of them a winning round?
Well, because neither of them lost them.
Somebody
I
got to.
just think it's
It be sometime, and you know how some fights, somebody they just don't do more.
Well, you're right.
look at Nonito
That's
behind
why-
us. Got
that's
the
why-
crowd.
That's why some fights, you can win a round with one punch. It's like, well, Shawn landed the bigger punch throughout the whole round, and my man was only landing the occasional jab, but
Yeah.
you landed that right hand that stumbled him back. I'm giving you that round, because,
I feel like sometimes I'm reaching though. I got landed one big punch, nothing really happened, but the other guy he threw more shots, but nothing really happened. Like, I don't know who won that round.
yeah, because of the activity.
Then me, I'll be so close to these fighters. I'll be like 10-10. I don't know who running around 10-10. When I was scoring Plant and Darrell,
Darrell?
I stopped scoring.
Oh, man.
Damn,
That's crazy.
Yeah. I stopped
That was
scoring.
a shocker.
Yeah, man.
I did not. Right when you thought it was getting boring, I didn't think he could do that. And
Okay.
then he took the Benavidez fight. What's your thoughts?
Hell yeah.
He did that, and
I'm gonna waste that on this
it's
show.
announced. It's announced.
I
He
gotta
took
do
it.
my show later.
Damn, champ.
I'm not gonna waste that on this show.
Damn.
Don't be giving us that great content.
50-50 fight.
It is.
I had already felt that it was 50-50 before that fight, but that's a legit 50-50 fight.
I was so mad, right? Kyrone Davis, who I know you know, was Caleb's sparring partner. We interview him. After the interview, we chilling, and he's like, Caleb might stop Darrell. I'm like, man, get out of here. You ain't even stopped Darrell.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, man, Caleb punching. I'm like, champ, people don't say Caleb punch. He's like, he might stop him.
Yeah.
And I ignored it.
Yeah.
Didn't bet it.
Yeah.
He fucking stopped him.
Yeah.
That was crazy. So his brother fought.
Chan, hold on. Before you move forward, I gotta ask because, there's people on opposite sides of the fence on this. How'd you feel about the grave digging after the knockout?
Man.
I'm gonna tell you personally, I loved it.
I know you're a
Personally, I
fighter
loved
and
it.
you a nice guy.
But look
He's a
though,
fighter
you
and
gotta
a
see,
nice
you
guy.
gotta see the build up to it. It's like we've been talking fight week, blah. You got shirts made for me, talking about you was planting flowers. Well, you know.
Disclaimer. I grew up in this sport. The Darrell brothers are from Detroit. I remember being 8 years old, 9 years old, going to tournaments. They were running the show. I remember watching them thinking, I want to be just like them one day. I got to do the disclaimer of how far back I go with them.
Okay.
And my admiration for both of them as in and out of the ring, because they legit out the ring too. No silliness, just straightforward, you know what I mean? They fun to be around. They ain't going to get into no stupid craziness. You know what I mean? Just good people. But when you look at the build-up, you look at everything that was said, and then that knockout was just so out of this world, unexpected, like perfect punch, perfect timing. When Caleb Plant goes into the grave digging, it was like, and y'all know my favorite sport is football, and some of the celebrations they do after football, it's like they last longer than the touchdown.
Yeah, for sure. No, for sure, bro. It's like a full blown thing. They'll have
that grave digging, man. I hate to say it, but it was on point. It was on point.
I want you to take a pic with the dog.
He want me to take a dog. I'm not taking a dog. How you doing, sir? Good to see you.
A war hero dog.
Okay, war hero dog.
Wow,
All
a
right.
pit that went to the war?
Yeah, we had a dog out there. Not a pit, but we had a Rottweiler out there.
Yo,
But it was just a stray dog that we found in Afghanistan.
Yo, Michaela is hilarious. Wait, 10-8s are BS when a fighter doesn't get. Oh yeah, I'm with you on that, Michaela.
I'm not.
I mean,
I'm
you
not.
could get dog
Yo,
walked.
if I'm
10-8's a BS when the fighter don't get dropped.
No,
sometimes
what
I'll be
she
like,
said.
yo, that was a 10-8.
No,
Yes.
no. If you get in dog walk, I could see that. Like
Yeah.
if the person is beating you up where it's better off for you to go down. Yeah, I could see a 10-8. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pillar to post.
So the grave digging was a little dirty, but at the same time, like as a true like sports fan that loves to see guys live in their moments and enjoy their moments and all that kind of stuff. I mean,
Champ,
I hate to say it, but it was
It was
on
amazing.
Point.
Yeah, it was on point.
It was amazing.
No, but look, like you said, you do like to see people in their moment, right? You
Yeah.
love football. I don't know if you watch college football.
Not much.
Okay, so last week, everybody been on this Tennessee train this year, and I didn't want me some money on
Tennessee's nice.
Tennessee's nice.
I didn't know that.
So Georgia, they was like one in the country, two in the. So Georgia go down there. You know, they leaked the quarterback number the night before the game.
They did what?
They leaked his phone number the night before the game, so all the fans are calling the Georgia quarterback the night before the game. You know, trying to. So he's like, yeah,
I ain't never heard of that.
Yes, this was just not this past Saturday, but the weekend
crazy.
prior. So, they go there, they beat the shit out Tennessee. So the quarterback scored. And he put the phone and I loved it because I'm like, y'all try to do him dirty, and he just came in and beat y'all that. Call me now. Call me now.
Yeah.
So I loved it. I personally loved it. Not
That it matters, but was it a black quarterback?
It was a white guy.
White quarterback?
White guy.
Shawn, did you realize that Andre Darrell was fighting last week?
Or Saturday. He fought Saturday.
I keep in touch with him. I didn't realize that the fight came up, but he told me he was having something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, who's training him now?
I believe that Sugar Hill is working with both those guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I seen him come up on
The betting line.
as an underdog.
They had him as an underdog.
For Uneski, though.
He fought.
I know Uneski Gonzalez, man, and he can't take a punch. And look, Darrell knocked him out.
Darrell knocked him out.
We had to put a couple dollars on there.
Yeah, man, and I was excited. I'm like, they messing up.
Yo, it was dope too, Shawn. I know you don't bet, but we had a listener who actually, and
he bet big.
We tell everybody, this is just our advice. You do what you please.
Yeah,
but this guy took our advice.
Disclaimer. We screen share what we bet. We don't lie and be like, oh, I bet 200 or I bet $1,000.
Yeah.
I'm screen sharing. I'm betting $2.
Yeah.
$5, $10.
Sometimes
whatever.
I get brave and make a $35 bet, but I don't advise anyone to bet crazy. I'm doing it because I tell myself, I've been watching this sport so long. I know so much. It don't make no sense. It's free money.
It kind of, you want to prove
It's
it
free
to
money.
yourself.
No, look,
It's free money.
and we gave them the book had 2 underdogs this weekend.
2 underdogs.
And we talked
Mendoza,
to
we
Brian
called it.
Mendoza. Brian Mendoza short notice. I'm like, bro, we
Who did he
know.
fight?
He fought Jason Rosario.
Banana.
Oh, and knocked him out, right?
Knocked him out.
You gotta
Oh.
know that Jason's done though.
Exactly.
Jason's not supposed to be in the
but
ring
look,
anymore.
so
Exactly.
So
what
you
I
don't
was
know
saying.
that, and you
No.
go based off of who Jason beat and all
And
that.
everyone got scared because it was supposed to be Gomez, the Cuban dude, 6-0-5 KOs, but he got sick, so they put Mendoza as a last-minute replacement. And I'm like,
but they're both trained.
I'm in the gym with Mendoza. We see this guy. We know this guy.
And they're
He
both
lives
trained.
in Vegas.
They're both trained by Ishmael Salas, so it's like
So
for
the game
Ishmael,
plan's the same.
It's the same.
Are they
You-
both Dominican?
Nah,
No.
Cuban. They're both
Cuban.
Cuban. Well, what?
Rosario.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
Dominican.
no, Dominican.
He's Dominican.
Oh, I didn't know Brian Mendoza was Cuban.
But we had a listener, Shawn. He put 200 on that, won like $1,400 back.
What's up?
I can't believe it.
I'm like, yo, my man just.
And let me tell you,
I
He
would
said-
have done the same
I
thing.
bet $70 on Darrell, and it took me 48 hours. Ask him. I was like, I want to bet it all. And then I'm like, nah, fuck it. I ain't gonna do it.
Well, no,
Yeah.
at first you did contemplate betting, but on the other side, so you was talking about a couple hundred possibly.
Yeah, but even on Bovada, remember, I went back the next day, the day of the fight, and I'm like, fuck it, Danny, I'm gonna do it because I knew they had it wrong. Was I nervous? Absolutely, but I knew they had it wrong. Darrell, he did do what I didn't think he would. I thought he was gonna box. I guess it's later in his career. He's 39. He was standing and fighting, which did make me nervous because Unesco, at the end of the day, fighters' last thing to go is the power. So hopefully he sees that he did get this win, but he didn't fight like his normal self. I
Right.
don't know if that's because of age and you
Right.
can't move the way you used to move,
Right.
or you ain't training as hard, so you don't want to circle the ring. I
Right.
don't know, but he didn't box the way he normally boxes. It was more boxer puncher.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna go much longer. But
Think one more,
maybe.
the big hurrah.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
At 75, who could they give him as that last
He
one?
fought at 75.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
That's where he can exploit his speed. Like you said, he didn't use it, but he could exploit his speed and quickness there.
Yeah, I'm going to double check with weight, but I want to say it was 75.
I believe so as well.
Yep.
And he's been fighting at 75. This 3 fights in a row for him at 75.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me check the rankings because if he wants one more before he retires at 30, I didn't even know he was 39
Yeah.
until they announced it Saturday. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, wow.
Champ, what you think, just because we talking about possible fights, who you think they announced for Earl? You think it's going to be Keith?
I heard that they were positioning Keith like on the numbers and stuff
Yeah,
like
he's
that.
number 1 in the WBC.
I heard that was like randomly he became number 1.
According to Mauricio, they're going to order it Wednesday. But my thing is, someone can still come and
Come in here.
petition. The only one that has a case is Virgil, but we heard from sources that
He's
he
choosing
doesn't
not
want to fight.
He's with Oscar, right?
Yeah.
But
Nah,
he's
they're not
got-
gonna do that.
If he wanted, they can, though.
Yeah, no. If he wanted,
He's got
they can.
more of a position than
He's
Keith.
not gonna come himself. He doesn't know about it. Most fighters don't know about that. That's why I was really impressed with what Josecito
Josecito
Lopez
Lopez
did. But beyond that, I don't see Oscar coming here just to do that. I don't see who else is
Eric
over there?
Gomez.
Gomez and all those guys. I don't see them coming here to petition to fight Errol Spence.
Which is crazy. Think about it from a
Could
business
you see
standpoint.
Boots?
From a business standpoint, they're both from Dallas. And even though Virgil's young and he's undefeated, he lost
There he
to
is.
a unified.
There he is. We were just talking about
just
you.
talking about
just
you.
talking about you.
Let me ask you one question. Are you going to petition for anyone Wednesday? Yeah. What weight class?
All right. We got confirmation,
Yo!
baby. We got
It ain't what you
confirmation.
think
Let's
it
go.
is. It ain't what you
Let's
think
go.
it is.
Yo.
It ain't what you think it is.
Uh-oh.
You don't think it's that?
I don't know.
What other welterweight they got?
Okay, Miguel Cotto in the building.
Oh, wow.
They got Alexis Rocha.
Get the other guy.
Yeah, and they got Alexis Rocha.
Oh, they're going to go right to you.
Okay.
How you doing, sir? Good to see you.
Campeón, ¿cómo está? Mucho gusto.
¿Cómo está? Shout out to Miguel Cotto, man. That's amazing.
Put it on the camera. Look, Shawn holding it.
Hold
Shout
up,
out to the
Shawn.
champ.
Hey, man, I love the legends, man. I love them, man. I love them. Doing well. How are you?
Yo, it's crazy
Yes,
how
sir, thank
short.
Yes, sir.
It's crazy how short Miguel is, bro.
Don't do that. Don't do
No,
that.
no, no. I'm just saying, to fight that many divisions.
I got that once today. I'll probably get it 3 more times before I leave. You're a lot bigger on TV. You look taller on TV. The guy today, he's escorting me in and says, "Oh, you know, you're shorter than I thought you'd be." I'm like, yeah, I'm just.
He said, you know you're shorter.
You could just go back.
No,
to
he said, you know what? You're shorter than I thought you'd be.
Okay.
Like he was like proving something to himself.
That's funny. That's funny, man.
Oh man.
So people just get on here and watch y'all talk for a couple hours.
Yeah, bro. We actually been live for a few hours.
About 2. We got. Let's see. We got 300 right now.
Yeah. 300 live concurrent.
And you know, this just the opening ceremony. So I'm sure for the ratings.
Shawn over here testing the cameras.
You know, I think for the rating and the mandatory meetings, we'll definitely have a lot more people tuned in because that's what everybody wants to see.
Yeah.
That's what everybody
Y'all will
wants
go
to
the
see.
entire time.
Depends on
yeah.
how good the meeting
You've been
is.
in there before?
Yeah.
Right? It's like ends up being like a 4-hour thing though, right?
It do.
It's an all-day thing, right? Yeah.
I was in the referee ones in their meeting, and then they closed the door. I'm like, damn, it's hot as hell in. People
Yeah.
standing on the wall. I was out.
Yeah.
I was out.
Did y'all understand what I was saying up there
We can hear it, yeah.
about the
but
God complex?
I'm happy.
About
no.
what?
The God complex.
No, that
that's
we
kind of how I started everything that I was saying. Well, I was saying every fighter wants to be, they want to be cemented in history,
Yes.
and we all have this God complex. And what that God complex is, this sense of wanting to conquer anyone we face, the sense of being invincible, nobody can beat us, the sense of I can do it no matter what happens, what comes my way. We don't have a sense of nervousness. We don't have a sense of, you know, and then on the other side of that, we want to give our guys this sense of desperation, this sense of that you can't beat me, that you're not who you thought you were, and I am everything that I say. You know, we have this mental sense of a God complex that we just can't be beat, you know, and that's kind of how I say everybody wants to show that, and the best way you can show without saying anything is by holding up the belt. Nobody can deny you when you have a belt, you know?
Tell that to Devin Haney.
Yeah. Why you say that? Why you say tell it to Devin Haney?
Because they denied him. He had to beat Cambosos twice. They called him email champ. I mean, they disrespected him.
Yeah, but his situation is a little bit different, though.
It's exactly the same situation as Charlo, and they never called Charlo an email champ.
Charlo just became a champion at WBC champion.
Yeah, because he was
Canelo vacated and became franchised.
Yeah, Canelo was awarded. You know, Canelo
So
was the first one.
he didn't fight and won the vacant title.
No, he was interim and
Yeah.
then was elevated to full champ.
Just like Keith for the WBA. And they didn't call Keith an email champ.
Yeah, that's what's that? Bushuk. Got knocked out by Brandon Adams
Really?
on NBC a couple years ago.
Yes.
On you talking about wasn't Ring City, right?
It was on NBC.
Yeah,
Ring City. Yeah.
Yeah, I
just
Pretty
saw the
sure
way he
it's
was
on-
walking, and I was like, "This is concerning."
So Golden Boy has 2 other welterweights not named Virgil, Rocha and Blair Cobbs. But Rocha still, he's not going to be able to get positioning.
what's he ranked? Is he even in the rankings for the BC?
I hate to spoil,
What's
but
that?
I hate to spoil, but it ain't what y'all think it's gonna be.
I mean, who else? They only got 3 welterweights.
So pick one of the other 3 or one of the other 2.
So Blair Cobbs against who?
They can't petition for Blair. He ain't in position.
See, Shawn.
Why they petitioning for 2? Why wouldn't they just petition for 1?
What you
No,
mean?
no. They're not petitioning for 2. What we're saying is he didn't tell us who he's petitioning for at the welterweight division, so
Right.
we're giving you the 3 welterweights Golden Boy has.
Which are Blair Cobbs, Alexis Rocha, and
Virgil
Ortiz. It's not. It can't be Cobb, and I'm going on record for saying it's not going to be Ortiz. So I'm going with the latter.
Yeah, I don't
but
see
that's
Rocha
Rocha.
getting approved.
Yeah.
Rocha
Approved,
won't
like,
get approved.
yeah, I mean, what are they gonna, like, they might petition for what, like, the youth or something? Like, like
You disrespectful.
No, I'm not disrespectful.
The youth?
Champion in the top 15, what he gonna petition for? To get in the top 15?
He's in the IBF at number 13.
Yeah, this ain't that. Champ,
this ain't that.
We ain't in New Jersey.
So
we
that's
in,
what it could
we
be.
in Mexico.
He could be petitioning to get in
What you
to
mean
the top
we ain't
10.
in New Jersey?
That's what the IBF at. We in.
Oh,
He
Springfield.
talking about Roaches ranked in the.
Oh, he's
BF.
working with the IBF.
Yeah, he
He's
ain't with
number
the BC.
13 in the
And
IBF.
Virgil's with the BC.
But that's the thing. They can still petition to have their fighters ranked. It's like, hey, Alex Rocha beat so-and-so, beat so-and-so.
Yeah.
He's ranked number whatever on the IBF. We would like to be ranked in the WBC.
Everything you would say about Virgil Ortiz, he's young, he's inexperienced, he's maybe a fight or two away from becoming a world champion or positioning himself to become a world champion. Hasn't been tested enough, and I'm only saying what other people say. These aren't things that I personally believe.
I don't know that I believe that. I feel like the
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Velasquez fight, that was a solid win, and then to watch Cav Velasquez do what he did to Michael Fox.
Well,
And Michael's a good boxer. No power, good boxer.
And also, remember that if Errol doesn't move up before springtime to 54, he's going to move up to 54, fall, summer of next year? So maybe they're positioning Ortiz for after the move,
For a vacant.
not to actually fight.
Well, you see, that's my problem. A vacant, he won't get the same amount of money,
Yeah.
and he won't get the legacy.
Yeah.
For a young guy like him to lose to Earl, that's not career damaging. Who's going to be mad that you lost at a chance for 3 belts?
I don't see Golden Boy thinking like that, though. I don't see Golden Boy saying it's worth it.
These guys, and you see, this is what we don't understand about the business, because these two men have history in the amateurs.
But then also remember that if they petition him to be ranked in top 5 in the WBC or take that actual
Mandatory.
#1 mandatory spot is what he would actually do. Also keep in mind that there's only the WBC on the line that night, not 3 belts.
Wait a minute. No, the champion got to defend the mother belt. He can't just put them to the side.
That's not true.
What? You teaching me something. I never heard that.
If the WBC sanctions a mandatory fight for Errol, they're sanctioning that fight.
Okay, but those other titles are on the line because
Those
you're
other
the champ.
titles don't have to be on the line.
Wow, so you as a champ,
Don't forget, we're paying a sanctioning fee
per fight.
And if I don't want to pay a sanctioning fee for the IBF and for the WBA, and furthermore, I don't want to lose those, the list goes on, we just saw McCaskill did that.
I'm going to have to ask.
Different weight class, of course, but
different weight class.
But she still is a champion in that other weight class.
Because she fought at a different weight
Yeah,
class.
yeah.
I don't think you can fight at welterweight, actually choose to defend a certain title. Like, you're unified.
Yeah.
WBC mandated.
But see, here's the thing, though, right? Just because one sanctioning body put you in the rankings don't mean the other one will. So if I'm in the rankings, let me tell you.
That's what I'm saying.
The WBC, the way it works, 1 through 10, defending your title. 11, if you ranked 11 through 15, they'll make an exception and count that as a defense of the title, right? But now, if the IBF doesn't have you ranked, well, shit, I don't want you to defend. This guy not even in my ranking system.
Right.
So
I don't even know if I'm right, but what I do believe is that on a night when they have a mandatory fight in the ring, I don't believe that the other belts are mandatory to be in the ring and be defended. You think that's BS?
I don't think that's right. I just don't think that can't be right because Marcus Brown, John Pascal, like, those fights were for 2 belts, and that was ordered from 1. WBC ordered Marcus Brown to fight John Pascal, and he lost both belts.
So then it becomes a situation of contracts and negotiations. What belts are we fighting for this fight?
I just don't see
how much money are we fighting for?
I just don't see how you're the champ, and then you choose to defend one of those belts.
I don't know that it's gonna be so much a personal thing as much as it would be on the sanctioning body.
That's what I'm saying.
Again, like I'm saying, like I could see that being the case if the WBC makes I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Perfect example, when Devin Haney was elevated to full champ, he defended his title in like 41 days. It was like a 5-week, 6-day turnaround, right? And so they ended up making an exception for like the 13th ranked guy.
Mm-hmm.
So he makes that defense, but fuck, how I'm trying to think how it went. He
Are
made
those
the
all the
defense.
WBC women champions?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yo, I'm a fan of La Barbie because I'm with her. I don't get dressed up for nobody. She up there with box braids, Daisy Dukes, and a holster top. Let's go.
Maybe she don't know no better.
Yo.
Where's she from?
Out here.
She is
Ain't
Mexican,
she Mexican, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't giving the people no context. You ain't
I
telling
mean,
them.
you
showing the
sat down
people.
with us, and then it was like conversation with you. Before you got here, honestly, we were translating and trying to tell them what was going
But I'm
on.
gonna be champ. It was hard because it's
Yeah,
like
because
they
this-
introducing everybody and their mother.
They doing a lot.
So it's
They
like,
doing a
what's
lot.
going
And then
on?
it's two announcers. See, you got him.
And you got
And you
Ray
got Ray.
Flores.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, now what we are getting is all the WBC females champions. They're taking that group photo.
That's the photo that Shawn felt left out on back in
This is
2015.
No,
I
this
think
is
that- y'all
actually
think
the
it's funny,
motivation. No, this is the motivation, though, right?
It's a true story.
But that was your motivation. You sat watching them,
Yeah.
and that made you want to get that belt.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of stuff ordered. So we're hearing that Nonito is going to petition for that vacant BAM shot. The belt BAM.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff going to happen. I can't wait for Wednesday. You know. Then Marlon Esparza, right?
Yeah.
She's here to no, the other girl with Felipe. They're going to petition to fight Esparza.
That a good fight?
I don't know her like that. I know her. I know her team. I don't know her. But she's here. Maybe you know her. I'll point her out whenever I see her again.
It's a lot of shit going on. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to take everything in.
Well, it's kind of emptying out.
It's starting to die out.
People leaving.
So no Earl
Oh,
announcement.
there she goes right there. So
Stop pointing.
no, she's on camera.
Stop pointing.
She's coming up right there.
Stop pointing.
He's
Oh,
like,
no.
I'm like, yo. Yo, what time is lunch, y'all? Y'all not hungry?
Working, baby. We working.
Word. Got to eat air right now.
Yeah, right.
Yo, if
That's a
Mauricio
tough
can
thing,
do
though,
it,
man. Having to eat air, that's a tough
I mean,
thing.
if he can do it, we should be able to do it.
Yeah, he got slim. He looked good.
He's over there. I mean, yesterday
Working.
he had to
Bro,
shake 1,000,000 hands, kiss 1,000 babies, and 100,000 pictures, and he was still up the next morning, bright and early. So it's like, they could do it, we could do it. Shawn, did you see the mascot? And did you know WBC had one?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
I have not seen
so-
him. Yes, I knew he
He
But
didn't see
do
him.
you
No, I have
know-
not seen him. Yes, I didn't know they had one.
He didn't see him, so he can't answer.
No, but you've seen him before.
Yes.
You've
Okay.
seen him,
Yeah.
the mascot.
Yeah. It's a dude walking around with gloves on, right?
No.
You look like Teen Wolf.
Oh, you talking about that guy? I'm so sick of seeing that dude. No disrespect.
Is it a face or a mask?
It's a mask.
How
Told
sure
you.
are you?
It's not him.
How
Like,
sure
he's
are
not,
you?
He's not.
So he's not the Geico guy.
And that's why I'm annoyed. Because he's dressed up like the Geico guy all the time. And just relax, man.
But they're saying
You're overcommitted
No,
at
they're
this
saying
point.
the WBC is saying that is their official mascot.
That's what they're saying.
Like he's a paid WBC mascot employee.
Well, I don't know that he's paid, but
Relax. Hey, you doing too much.
Nah, they got him on payroll, champ.
Wait, I'm
can't
gonna show
believe
you the
it.
video.
If I ain't on payroll, he ain't on payroll. I was just saying like
He-
Well,
that.
you
he
about
a
to be an
1099.
ambassador. You about to be an ambassador. So, champ, this is the video. I don't know. He's fully dressed in WBC attire.
All the time.
That's what he get paid to do.
He's at the Hall of
I
Fame.
can't believe it. Look, I keep zooming in because I'm like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, is this shit real?
Nah, man, that ain't real.
That's what I keep telling us. He fell for it though.
Why don't you just bust him out?
What?
I give you $1,000 to bust him out.
I'll do it.
What, to take
give
the
you
mask
$1,000.
off? To take the mask off.
to grab
No.
him. Not. I mean, like now, not 1-on-1 in the alley
No,
type
and
stuff.
you ain't doing it. You gonna get us kicked out for life. We're never back. You beat up the mascot. No, sir. Daddy said, I'll
No,
do it.
look, I walk up to him, take a picture,
And knock the
then,
head off.
oh,
That's
got your
what
hat.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yo,
get
I
him.
don't even think it's that type of mask. If it's a mask, that's like hours of makeup
It's
as
legit.
well.
It's legit makeup
Because
type
you don't
stuff.
see anything in the eyes or the neck. So when you
Yeah.
go to knock that off, it ain't knocking off. You're going to have to yank that.
Sean just setting me up for failure.
Now I want to. You'd be doing a lot of people a favor.
So you want me to do it right now while Mauricio talking?
No.
Where's he at?
Not
No.
that kind of situation, but definitely like at dinner when
I'll do
everybody
it-
just got their meal
On the
and we-
beach
and we
tonight?
kicking it. Not on the beach tonight.
That's
No.
dinner.
No, dinner's on the beach tonight.
Yeah.
Well, who's dinner?
That's what's
Is
on
it
the
tonight?
schedule. Yeah, it's
Oh,
two. It's
wow.
one tonight, one tomorrow.
And this is the sports jacket dinner?
Yeah. And tomorrow's like dinner in
What's
the orchestra.
wrong? You a grown ass man.
Bruh, it's hot
He's
as
like,
hell.
fuck you mean I gotta brush my teeth every morning?
Sean.
It is hot as hell.
about
It's
to
humid,
be,
champ.
You about to be on the beach with the breeze of the beach, that humidity.
Feel this.
Ain't no way you ain't gonna
Feel
be
this.
hot. I'm gonna show you yesterday's picture.
Oh wow,
Feel this.
this does feel thin.
Come on now.
Come on, that's the Shawn Porter too. That's his own suit.
This is the Shawn Porter suit collection. Come on now. I can get you right.
Look at this. Is your suit thinner than that shirt and shorts? And
Look at his shirt.
Oh shit.
That was the humidity is 90% out here.
So wear something like this with a t-shirt underneath.
What we got right now? I didn't even say the humidity on the watch.
I'm gonna check. It's definitely hot as man.
I think if
I think we
Mauricio
should.
knew,
I think
he'd
we
be
should
mad
find
at y'all
about.
talking through all this.
That's what I was about to say. I think we need to find out what are those trophies that they're giving, because they're giving a lot of people trophies. I just seen somebody walk by here with one.
Look, champ, it's 87, right? 72% humidity, so it feels like 95.
You from Jersey, you from Chicago. Y'all know what it's like.
Yeah,
I know what it's like to be inside.
but that's exactly why.
Only time I was outside was for practice, and that's it.
Even in Chicago.
Like I'm not. If it's hot out, I'm not going outside unless I have a reason to. So it was usually like 2 a days.
Like I lived like that in Las Vegas. I never lived like that before Las Vegas.
Nah, see, cause humidity, you just feel nasty. Champ, we not sweating like that in Vegas.
Yeah,
That's true.
True.
Only time I'm sweating like that, maybe Top Rank Gym. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Yeah,
boxing gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they turned that heat on.
Yo, I remember when he announced Shawn Porter Promotions, bro. That gym, it was 112 outside. I was going outside to get some fresh air.
Yeah, straight up.
I'm like, bro, why do you
Straight
have
up.
the heat on like you're working out?
Straight
This
up.
is a press conference.
Straight up. Yeah.
And you just had the heat on?
Nah, my dad he didn't think. He didn't
Whoa.
think far enough ahead to say, you know what, let me cool it off. Once everybody came in is when he turned it on, but we was full-fledged into everything.
That was an amazing gym.
Yeah, it was.
That was nice.
It
I'm
was.
shocked you didn't keep that going.
My dad was like, man, we spending a lot of money to be here. And at that point in time, I was fighting once a year. He's like, yeah, we wasting money.
Do you think you need a gym here, like for the youth, or you think there's enough gyms in Vegas? Shawn Porter doesn't have to open up his own gym.
I'm looking forward to doing that one day.
Oh, you are?
I was looking at something before the pandemic happened. So now I think the pandemic kind of like transitioned a lot of things for me, and so now it's like, how do I revisit some of the things that I was gonna do before the pandemic? You know?
A lot of people got ideas during the pandemic. It was good and bad, right?
Yeah.
A lot of entrepreneurs.
I got the idea for the podcast. Yeah. Yeah. It was hard, you know what I mean? But I also got a certification to do life coaching during the pandemic.
Wow.
And I was like, man, I'm sitting down. I got to do something. And so I just, got into some books and got certified to do life coaching.
Shawn, the chat is really encouraging me to take you up on that $1,000 offer, bro.
No, sir. No, sir.
I can have cash in your hand the moment it's done. And for the record, I'm not speaking dinero.
He talking dollars. Look at that. Yo, he in the front row. You going to get caught. It's like Suleiman's going to see you, and there will be no excuse. He's legit in the front row, chilling.
Maybe have him on the show. Talk to him about it.
I wonder, does he speak English or Spanish?
He speaks Spanish. Yeah.
Oh, he speaks Spanish?
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect, bro. I'm going to just offer him like 2,000 pesos. I'm going to offer him 2,000 pesos.
Bro,
yeah, let me do it.
You just said he was a paid mascot. He going to...
It's $100, right?
Less.
100.
It's 100.
That's about 100.
Okay, so he gonna let you take it off for 100 when he a paid mascot? I don't know, champ.
Not gonna do it.
Damn, it's an old Canelo.
Shawn don't believe he's paid.
This a young
Shawn said
Canelo.
he-
Number one, I don't think he's paid. Number two, I know you're not gonna convince him that he should take it off. That's gonna be a yank and pull situation.
That's a yank prank, baby.
Yeah.
You ain't getting that off.
So
the money's real, by the way.
The plan is now, upon exiting, just run past his ass and just keep running.
You better snatch a handful of hair and
He's
keep...
coming with you.
I'm going to be dragging his ass on the ground.
You imagine his head like...
Because it's some movie star type level type.
That's what I'm saying.
Type makeup.
So
I think
you think they just doing that movie star shit every day in
I'm
this
saying
humidity?
you gotta shoe shine him and
Yo, imagine he said shoe shot him.
you got it, David Benavidez, man. That's the first guy I ever seen shoe shine somebody to the head.
For real, man. Yeah. I think they're showing us. Oh no.
Bro, talking about
Oh, this Telemax.
yo, they're the chat saying, why do I want the 1,000 so bad? You tell me, when have you made $1,000 in 5 seconds?
Yep.
That's a 5-second job.
Nah, you
dangerous
you
job.
sound like every fighter. when everybody wonder why we keep coming back, that one night.
36
True.
minutes.
36
But it's
minutes.
not 36 minutes though. It's like you said, you gotta
Depending on-
swim,
Yeah.
spar,
Yeah.
and it's that camp.
Yeah.
It's longer than 36 minutes. People try to, I feel like people try to minimize it by saying, oh, you only fighting once a year. It's like, what about all the time I put in the camp?
The other side of that is when you see like fighters who aren't doing what they used to do and they're losing, but they keep coming back. The money's relatively good for them or whatever the case may be, but they're not doing what they used to do to get ready. You know what I mean? So it's how it is. It's how it is.
Yeah. I mean, some people just love it. I feel like Chop Chop, he has to love it. It can't be a money thing with him. He just gotta love it.
He love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he love it. I think he trying to prove something to himself. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but he's trying to prove something to himself.
Yeah, man, because he's old and he keeps
Talking about
doing
dude?
it.
Yeah, you get here, man.
He keeps doing it,
Yeah,
man.
no, he definitely been around for a minute, and it don't seem like he going anywhere. So,
Yep.
but yeah, champ, you think we should start wrapping up?
I would love to. I would love to if you think it's the right
Yeah.
time. I don't know how much is left.
I think so. I think we're gonna start wrapping up. This was only the opening ceremony.
Have the official content providers for the WBC wrapped it up?
No, but you know they're paid to do that, champ. So I think they got to get the whole thing.
I mean, I think we gotta show that we work just as hard.
He can stand there.
No, not this one.
They ain't outworking us.
Yeah, you can close this one.
Yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, we will be back.
Family, don't forget to hit that like button Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1 million subscribers. We're on the road to 1 million. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.